Hello everyone, this is my first video in this channel, and in this course or in this playlist I will try to cover the basic concept of object-oriented programming in C++. So before starting with the object-oriented programming, we must know the basic concepts of it. So we must know about the class and object. So in today's lecture I will try to cover class, relation between class and structure, how to create a basic class, and how to create object and access class members. So what is a class? Now before going to the class definition, I want to show you the relation between structure and class. I think that you all know the basic concept of C++ like loops, functions or structures. So here I have declared a struct student data type, and in this under this struct student I have two data members, string name and int age. So in the main function I have created a structure instance s, and with this s we access the members name and age with using dot operator. So s.s.name, I have assigned the name Ram and I have assigned the age 20, and then I printed those values. So here you can see that in the terminal the two values Ram and 20. So what is a class? Here you can see that class is a blueprint or template where we can declare variables and functions of a class. We can create an object of that class and then we can access the class members. So now in this class, we don't call the variables as variables. We will call the variables as data members, and we will call the function as methods. So the so the function and method both are same, but in this object-oriented programming concept, we will call the function as method. So in this class, we have both data members and method. So as you can see that in the structure, we have only data members. We cannot declare any function here. Okay, so here I have written the difference between structure and class. That structure can contain all the data members, but class can contain both data members and functions or method. So now let me convert this whole program into a class. So what to do? Simply remove the struct keyword and add class. Sorry, class. So here we have declared class student, where we have added the data members name and age. So after declaring the class, we must use semicolon. Okay. So now we will talk about how to access these data members. So in this in this main function, and as you saw in the case of a structure, that we created a instance of the structure which is simply here we created an object of the class student. So here the instance will be called as a object as an object. So it's a very simple. I think you understood up to this. I have written the difference between structure and class. That in structure the members are by default public, but in class the members are by default private. So here the in the class student the members name and age are by default private. So we cannot access these members. Use a keyword which is public. Okay, and we indent this properly public. Okay. Now you can see that there is no red line. So there is no error now. So if we run the program, you can see that RAM and 20, the values have printed. So up to this, I think that your concept is clear about what is the class and how to declare a object of a class. So up to this, I think the concept is clear that what is the class, and how to create an object of class. So class is the template. So it's the template. Okay. So it is the template of blueprint. And to create an instance of that class, we have to use class name and then the object name. So the syntax for declaring so the syntax for declaring an object is class name, sorry, space object name. So generally, we write the class name as the first case as a capital letter. So in class name, generally, we use the first letter capital. So up to this, I have demonstrated only how to declare data member in a class. But what about method? How to declare a method in a class and define the method. So for this, I have used a method which is display, and in this display function, I have printed the and age, name and age. And if I run this program, the output is RAM 20. That's the same output I am getting, just not getting the a new line as before. For this, we can simply use end here, and if we run this program, we can see the same output as we got before. So this is about declaring a method. So one important thing that you can define the function inside a class, but if you wish, you can also define the function outside that class using scope resolution. But we will demonstrate the concept of scope resolution in the next video. So here the function display is declared and defined both in this class. Now how to call that function? To call that, here I have written the syntax, that object name dot method name and parenthesis and semicolon. So it's a very simple technique, simple syntax. So very similar to how you access the data members from that class. So this is the way you can access the method from that class. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and if you like the video, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if any concept is not clear to you, please write in the comment section. So thank you. And one thing that I will try to cover in the next video, which is scope resolution, access specifiers, which are public, private, and protected, and inline functions. So these concepts are very, very interesting concepts and very important concepts in the object-oriented programming. So please stay tuned. Thank you.